Welcome back everybody to another video. We're here with this F-150 2.7 liter EcoBoost. We're doing a UPR 3-port catch can setup with all the upgrades. So I'm going to take you through step by step, show you all the tools, everything you need. Please hit me up on Patreon, $1 a month. That's like 2 Starbucks coffees. Come on. It helps me more than it helps you. Plus Starbucks will give you cancer. So like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. Here's everything that we ordered. We got the catch can, 3-port. We have the additional, so this is the oil fill vent here. So it comes with a filter, clamp, and this screws in, and then it has a baffle system. We ordered the drain kit, which is here, and that comes with these collars for this hose. And then it comes with the 3 hoses. We got the billet check valves, and they have the arrows on them telling you which way the check valve needs to go. And ordered a few extra O-rings just in case. We ordered the adjustable PCV valve, so more or less you could pick the orifice you want here, smaller or bigger, for more or less flow. To be honest, I'm probably just going to leave it wide open. Now let's go under the hood and take you through step by step so you can follow along and do this on your own vehicle. Step 1, pop your hood. We're going to remove the snorkel. So you stuff a flathead under here, you twist it, pop it up, then you're going to take a panel popper and you're going to go under here and you're going to pop this clip and this clip out. Remove these 2 clips here, pull the airbox tabs out, lift it up, pull the air filter out, use a 13mm wrench, come over here and remove this bolt. On the back of the airbox, you have this wiring. Use a panel popper, pop it out of the hole. Now that you got that bolt undone, you can pull up. You're gonna probably have to wiggle pretty hard. You have 2 grommets down there and 2 little dicky-doos right there. The dicky-doos go in the grommets. Lift up the airbox and pull it out. Use a 10mm, remove the nut on each side, and then that allows you to pull up and pull out this cover. We need to remove this hose here. It has 2 little clips. You pull up a little and then out a little and then wiggle. I'll show you once I get this out where to get it out, but it's a little bit hard to show in the vehicle. But this has a little clip, so you have to pull up to get away from the lock, and then you pull it across like this, and then that opens up the hole, and then you wiggle it off. Here's the old PCV. We're going to grab it with a pair of pliers, and it rotates counterclockwise and then comes right out. It's like one of those 1/4, 1/3 turn lock deals. So this is going to go in the trash. Then you're going to come over here. You're going to grab the one that came with your kit. You are going to put a little bit of oil on this O-ring so it slips in nice, and all you're going to do is screw this in to the valve cover. Grab your filter if you bought this option. You're going to slide this over. It's going to bottom out in here. There's a lip, so it won't go too deep. So it should only go like that. You should have a gap. Now take your 7mm or a flathead or whatever you want to use. Tighten down this clamp. Unscrew your oil fill cap. Pull this off. We'll end up throwing that in the garbage. Then you grab your new shiny thing. You slide it in, and then you're going to rotate it till it seats. Should seat nice and flush, and shouldn't turn anymore. And boom, breather. You're gonna unscrew this bracket from the catch can with a 6mm Allen head. It should ship to you mounted like this. After removing this, we're gonna go install this into the vehicle. Under the airbox, you have this where the grommets are here. You have this little oval thing here. This is where we mount the catch can. So we're gonna mount the catch can, put the bolt from the backside into the catch can bracket. Catch can bracket's gonna be, it's an L, so it's gonna be up and out on the top here. Once you get it in, make sure it's only finger tight so it can still move around, because we want to adjust everything once the catch can's on, and so the catch can's not all crooked or rubbing against some metal, whatever. We ordered the extension for the drain, so we're gonna remove this drain spigot that's on here. You're gonna grab the straight barbed fitting and a 9/16 wrench, and you're gonna tighten this in to the bottom of the catch can. Now you have this little baggie. You rip this open, take out this guy here. This is a collar. This collar goes onto this hose, and then you press this onto here. Now pick up your catch can, your bolt here with your 6mm Allen, and we're going to install this into the vehicle. Now this hose is obviously way too long, but what we're going to do is we're going to slide this in. You see that where we can see the floor right there? You're going to slide the hose through there, and then we're going to mount the tab of the catch can to our tab that's mounted to the frame. I use this long extension here. I have this in here, and it's still movable, so I'm going to leave it like this until we get all the hoses and everything mounted. That way I can get the angle and everything correct, you know, however I want it to sit. If we look under the car, you'll see I have all this extra hose, which is just gonna have to get cut and put our drain spigot somewhere, but for now we're gonna leave it long. The dirty side line does not have a check valve in it, so that's the one you want. It has a 90 on both sides. One clicks into the PCV valve. Whether you changed it or not, it clicks on the same way. Then I have it coming over here above the intake, below the top AC, above the bottom AC, goes around above that radiator hose that goes to here, and then it comes straight over and plugs to the top of the catch can. These do rotate if you need to rotate a little bit. Now we're going to do the clean line, which is going to be from here to that part of the intake manifold, and it has a check valve, so we need to pay attention which way the check valve's going. The clean line has the 45-degree fitting, clicks on to this side. You want the check valve to be pointed towards the engine, and then I already beautified it with some zip ties. I have them running right on top of each other, coming around the same area, coming through there, right here, zip tie there, and then the 45 clicks onto the intake. I did have to rotate the fitting a little bit to make it line up nice and pretty like this. Follow your intake down to here. It has another one of those little clips, so you pull it and wiggle till it's off. Now you're going to grab this T-fitting. You're going to put the middle here onto the pipe, and then you're going to plug this pipe back onto here. Grab your T. You want this to be the center. You want this to point up, and you want that to go on the intake. So we go, wiggle this on. You'll hear a click. When it's clicked, it's on. When you disconnect this line, you're just going to set it off to the side. because there's a wire here I don't feel like unplugging. You're going to grab your CSS, here is what they call it. You're going to pull up on this and then push down, and then when you push down it'll click and the collar will go down. So this collar is down, so if you want to ever remove it, you pull up, pull it off. But see, now it's locked up, so when you push it, lift it, wiggle, and then now it won't come off. Grab your factory hose, slide it over the CSS till it clicks. Then you're going to rotate here. You want it to rotate on this connection until this angle and everything here lines up perfect. So a little bit more. So now it's a straight shot and it just plugs in. We're going to push down. It's locked on like so. Now all this is done. Last piece we have to hook up is from the catch can into here. We're going to tighten this bolt at the same time that we're holding this can level. So we're going to hold this level, tighten down that 17 mil. We have the can mounted level, so now we can spin this a little bit. What I want to do is not have it touching on either side, so sort of halfway between. Now I'm going to take the 6mm Allen key and I'm going to tighten down this bolt here. So the catch can is now mounted nice and tight. At this point we're going to put the air box back in. So you're going to take the little dicky-doos on the air box, jam them in here first. If you want, you could put a little bit of like PP Blaster or something on here to help it slip in easy. For clarity's sake, I'm going to show it with the air box in so you can see how to route this hose. There is the catch can. Hose comes over here. It goes to the right of this, comes down, and then it goes down and in like so. Push, clip, that's in, all done. So from another angle, there you go. Comes up, check valve, over, and clicks in. Grab this 13mm bolt again, put it through the air box, start it by hand, get it in at least 4 or 5, 6 threads by hand, and then you can use your wrench and tighten it down. Grab your plastic clips, stick them through the hole on both sides first. Okay, now you know you're in. Then grab the top, push it down, that's now locked in. Put your air filter back in, and then you slide those into the little holes, push down, and push your clips over. So if you want to reuse this cover, which is possible, what you have to do is slowly notch away at the side here with a Dremel or a grinder or something to clear these hoses that are coming through. So you might actually have to end up cutting up into here, just an oval, to slide these in. So it's one of those things where it's going to take some time and patience if you want it to look pretty. For now, I'm not going to do that. If I do it in the future, if the customer wants to do it in the future, what I'll do is make like a YouTube short of it, and it'll be maybe 2-3 minutes long max, and I'll show you in a different video. But for now, we're just going to put this in the back of the truck and stuff it in the garage. On the plus side, if you're modifying your car, you want to show off your mods. This lets you look at all the shiny, pretty stuff that you're installing on your vehicle. So whatever new mods you're doing next, you'll be able to see. Thanks for coming and watching another video. Hopefully this saved you some money. Hopefully it got you through the install process simple and easy, because the pictures that come with the download instructions aren't the best. So hopefully my video helped you out. If it did, hit me up on Patreon for $1 a month. Don't go and drink Starbucks. Pay me instead. So like, share, subscribe. Till next time, wrench on.